sei sarà fedele, ma sei sarà fedele, io mi innamorerò, io mi innamorerò, mi innamorerò, mi innamorerò, io mi innamorerò, sei Florindo e fedele, io mi innamorerò, sei Florindo e fedele, io mi innamorerò, sei fedele, Florindo mi innamorerò, io mi innamorerò, sei fedele, Florindo mi innamorerò, mi innamorerò, mi innamorerò, io mi innamorerò.
Hi, my name is Ava Whitaker. I am a sophomore, and my song is Come Ready and See Me. Sorry. Come ready and see me, no matter how they come before the years run out. I'm waiting with the candle, knowing we'll out. But you must haste on foot or by sky, for no one can wait forever under the bluest sky. I can't wait forever, for the years are running I'm waiting with the candle, knowing we'll out. But you must haste on foot or by sky, for no one can wait forever under the bluest sky. I can't wait forever, for the years are running I can't wait forever, for the years are running out.
Hey, I'm Sophie. I'm in 12th grade, and I'm singing Pregúntale a las estrellas, which is a Latin American folk song that's basically saying there's no doubt that I love you. Pregúntale a las estrellas si no de noche me ven llorar. Pregúntale si no busco pero adorarte la soledad. Pregúntale a manso río les cuento yo. Cuando la callada noche cierra sus broches, espero yo. Pregúntale a las habas si tú no sabes lo que es amor. Pregúntale a todo brado si no he luchado con mi dolor. Tú bien comprendes que yo te quiero, que por ti muero, solo por ti, porque te quiero, bien de mi vida, solo en el mundo, solo en el mundo te quiero a ti.
My name is Isabella. I'm in 11th grade, and I will be singing The Last from the Low Cut.
Oh, he was a lord of high degree, and she was a lass from the low country. But she loved his lordship so tenderly. Oh, sorrow, sing sorrow. Now she sleeps in the valley where the wildflowers nod, and no one knows she loved him but herself and God. One morn when the sun was on the mead, he passed by her door on a milk-white steed. She smiled and she spoke, but he paid no heed. Oh, sorrow, sing sorrow. Now she sleeps in the valley where the wildflowers nod, and no one knows she loved him but herself and God. If you be a lass from the low country, don't love of no lord of high degree. They ain't got a heart for sympathy. Oh, sorrow, sing sorrow. Now she sleeps in the valley where the wildflowers nod, and no one knows she loved him but herself and God.
Hi, my name is Allie Evans, and I'm a senior, and I'm going to be singing Vedrai Carino from an Italian opera called Don Giovanni, and it is basically a song about a girl trying to convince a boy that she loves her, or she loves him, and that there's like nothing that can get in the way of it.
Vedrai carino, sì sì bonino, che per rimedio ti voglio dar.
I'm Kai, and I'm singing, I'm a freshman, and I'm singing Homeward Bound.
In the quiet, misty morning, when the moon has gone to bed, when the sparrows stop their singing, and the sky is clear and red, when the summer ceased its gleaming, when the corn is past its prime, when adventure's lost its meaning, I'll be homeward bound in time. Bind me not to the pasture, chain me not to the plow, set me free to find my calling, and I'll return to you somehow. If you find it's me you're missing, if you're hoping I'll return to your thoughts, I'll soon be listening. In the road I'll stop and turn, then the wind will set me racing as my journey nears its end, and the path I'll be retracing when I'm homeward bound again. Bind me not to the pasture, chain me not to the plow, set me free to find my calling, and I'll return to you somehow. In the quiet, misty morning, when the moon has gone to bed, when the sparrows stop their singing, I'll be homeward bound again.
All right, thank you. Excuse me. I'll give you just a little bit of information about district, solo ensemble, and state, and then if anybody has any questions, I can answer those. But a lot of these students are also in theater, and Mrs. Reichenbach is waiting for them for theater rehearsal. So this year for Manchester, on Saturday at District at Huntington North High School, we had 37 events. Which is amazing. It's great. 32 of those were solos, and then I had 5 ensembles. Everybody received gold. Everybody earned gold, I should say, which is great. Yes. Yeah. Now, there are some years where I feel like there were there was some grace given, but this year, really, I do feel like all 37 events actually earned gold. I'm not able to be in the room for everybody, but they were well prepared this year, and they just did a great job. Out of those 37 events, I had 19 that were group 1, which means they qualify for state. So 18 of the events are going to state. One student isn't able to move on because she's going to be on the trip to the Everglades. But we'll have 18 events going to state on February 21st, which is in Indianapolis, 4 ensembles and 14 solos. Everybody here today was group 1, so they'll all be performing at state. And I think I'm looking, everybody here as well were in multiple ensembles. So Yeah, all of these 6 students are in my chamber choir, which is my top group. So they advanced to state, and then most of them are also in at least one other ensemble, if not 2. I really like doing this event for a couple of reasons. It gives them practice for state, but it also helps them learn how to sing for different environments, with a microphone. Generally, they don't sing with a microphone, and with a different accompanist. So I did not play for any of these 6 people for contest. They had a different accompanist, and so we just ran through it once today. And that was it. That's all they got with their accompanist, with me, I mean. I'll point out Allie as an example of, a good example. Allie's like, what did I do? As a senior, we really only went through her piece once, and I started faster than she wanted to go. And she stuck her ground and let me know this is, like, she kept it at her tempo. So I finally realized, oh, she wants to go slower than what I'm going. And so she didn't give up. She kept it and let me know I needed to slow down. Not by looking at me or anything like that, but just staying firm with how she wanted to sing it. And that's actually a pretty amazing skill. That's something that you learn as you grow. Don't just go with what the accompanist is doing. If it's too fast or too slow, you have to learn how to control that and lead the accompanist. So, so thank you for letting them sing today. 4 of these students are also voice students of Mrs. Melanie Carter. She comes in and teaches voice for me. So Lily, Sophie, Allie, and Kai, Mrs. Carter was their accompanist, and they spend so much time working on it together that she knows exactly when to give them a breath and all of that. I don't really have anything else. Are there questions you have for me or students? Yeah.
What's the process for them to know what they're singing?
Great question. So for Mrs. Carter's students, I don't know. I guess she picks it out for you with some help, kind of. Do you have a say in what you sing? Yeah. And then for those students that don't take private voice lessons, they set an appointment with me, and I just pull all of the books out and I'll start playing through things. I ask them a couple questions. Do you prefer fast, slow? If you have any preferences like that. I look at the level they're singing. So if it's a beginning level, group 5, group 4, I have a couple books that are really, really good for that junior high voice. And I had a lot of 7th and 8th graders, especially 7th graders, do solos this year, which is awesome to have that courage as a 7th grader to do a solo in front of a judge. And a lot of them sang it for their class. I didn't make them, but a lot of the 7th graders performed it for their class. So then I just start playing through and singing some things, and they say yes, maybe, or no. And we just narrow it down to 2 or 3 songs, and then I have them sing just a little bit of it. And we can both usually tell at that point, oh, that really fits your voice really well. Because I want it to be something that they like, but also something that is going to suit their voice. Yeah, and then for ensembles, kind of the same thing. I usually pick out maybe 2 or 3 options. I either play a recording of it or we try to sing through it, and then they vote, and it's majority rules for ensembles. Yeah. Other questions for me or students?
Is there a list from the state, though, that says what
Yes.
levels they are?
Yes, for group 1, that's good information. You know what you're doing because you've probably done this before. So for group 1, there is a required list. It's a pretty big list, but if you're going to go group 1, you do have to choose a piece from the list. All the other levels, there really isn't anything. There's not a list for groups 2 through 5. So as a director, you have to just you take a look at the range, you take a look at the lyrics, you take a look at just how difficult, does the accompaniment support the voice or not? And that's kind of how you determine what group it is. But there's no list for anything other than group 1. Yeah, good question. Same thing for ensembles. If you want to go group one as an ensemble, there's a list that you choose from. And then at state, they just do the same thing. They perform it for a judge, they get a score sheet, they get a rating, and yeah, and then they're done, and then they do it all again the next year. Yeah. Other questions? Students, do you want to say anything? Is there anything that... Why do you like doing solo and ensemble? Allie?
It helps you build confidence and learn how to be a better performer.
Yeah, definitely. It helps you build confidence. I said, why do you like to do solo and ensemble? And maybe the answer is I don't, I just have to. But yes, it definitely helps build confidence. And you can see that if we would have had some of the junior high students up here, they would have literally been like shaking in their shoes. I had a very sweet 7th grader that actually broke down when she went to sing. She sang about 4 or 5 notes, and she was so scared, and she just started like literally shaking and sobbing. And fortunately, they choose judges for those ages that are understanding. So the judge said, just go out in the hall and just breathe, take your time. I'm going to be here all day if you want to come back and do it. So her parents were there, and we got her calmed down and waited for quite a while. And she finally came to me and said, I want to go back in, but nobody else can be in there. Which is fine, that's valid, I get it. She didn't want her friends in there, she didn't want her parents in there, she didn't want me in there. So it was just her accompanist, the judge, and the judge's assistant. But she went in there and she did it, which is worth everything. Because I think if she would not have gone back in the room, she would never do it again. She would never sing in front of people again. But she made herself go back in, did it, got a gold, she was happy. And so I don't know if she'll do it again next year. I don't know if she'll do a solo next year. But I was really proud of her for just having the courage to go back in the room. Yeah. All right, well, I think that's about our time. Thank you so much again for being a great audience for us, for supporting the students. It is really important for them to feel that from the community. Singing is a very hard thing to do. It's very vulnerable. These are some of the more experienced singers here today, but even then, for them, it's hard to get up here and sing for an audience. So thank you for being a kind audience. I'm going to have them come up and snap a photo, but we are officially done. If you want to talk to any of them individually, if they aren't running off for theater, I'm sure they would be glad to talk to you. Thank you.